I have a bit of spare time in my uni work schedule, so I thought I'd do a quick video on what you need to have for your hamster before you buy it, preferably, so it's all prepared for when it gets home. This will be for a dwarf hamster because I have all the stuff ready for that spare. So for a Syrian, it's pretty much the same, just everything needs to be bigger, like the cage and stuff. First off, you will need a cage. This one's the mini doona I got this from Pets at Home for £25, and this is the minimum really that I would keep a dwarf in, a dwarf hamster. Winter is in one, and I'm starting to think maybe it is a little bit too small. But anyway, you will need a food bowl. Well, I'll do this first. A water bottle, which comes with the cage with suckers, so it just sticks in and then goes through a little hole in the cage. You will need a bowl, which comes with the cage, but I think this is too big for a dwarf hamster, so I have swapped it for this one. It's a lot smaller and more manageable. The other one can be used for a sand bath or anything like that, but I've swapped the food bowl for a smaller one. You'll need a house, which comes with the cage, and also a wheel, which this one comes with the cage with a little plastic thing that attaches there with the wheel on it, but I don't like it because it's really unstable and noisy. I've just added this to a stand. I don't like this wheel because I find it really noisy, but I think if you oil it, and because it's new, it's not that bad at the minute, but once a hamster gets on it and stuff. So if you want to, you can buy several other types of wheels, which I have some here. This is a silent spinner, and it is silent. That one's a bit noisy for now, but I haven't fastened it back on properly because I've just cleaned it. And that is a 6.5 inch one, which is the best size for a dwarf hamster. There is the Wardent wheel, which is also supposed to be silent, but mine started making a lot of noise recently for whatever reason. These come in lots of colours, so do the silent spinners. And there is also this is the Carly Wonderland wheel, which is also silent. I've plastic coated this one because Munchkin has it and it gets a little bit messy, so this way I can wipe it because it makes the wood waterproof and wipeable. So there are loads of types. There is also the Flying Saucer wheel. This one's a 6.5 inch as well, and that's also silent. This one is Winter's, but it's better to go for the bigger ones, not the 5 inch ones, because the 5 inch can be a little bit small. You will also need, where is it, some toys. I've just got a bridge, a little carrot thing, and I've got one of the logs with the holes in it on the way in the post. But you'll need a few toys to keep your hamster entertained. I've also got a sand bath because dwarf hamsters should have a sand bath. It's actually a food bowl, but it's massive, so I thought put a sand in that for a sand bath instead. And you don't necessarily need one straight away, but a ball is a really useful thing to have for getting your hamster out of the cage or just letting your hamster have a run around. So I always have a ball ready before I buy the hamster. You will also need some food. I've got some Harry Hamster and some Supreme Science Selective. It's up to you what food you use. There's a lot out there, but it's best to have some of the food that the hamster has already been fed on before you get it, so that you can mix it in with the new food so they don't get a poorly tummy from changing food too quickly. And you'll also need some substrate, which I haven't got out, but it's there. I've got my Megazorb but you can have shavings or Orbeos or anything that's recommended for hamsters really. A lot of people go straight for shavings, but I wouldn't suggest it because it's not the best type of bedding and it can be dusty and can cause respiratory problems in hamsters. And that is pretty much it that you will need straight off for your hamster. Everything else can be bought later on. Yeah, that's it. So make sure you get most, if not all, of this stuff before you buy the hamster, so you can have the cage set up before you bring the hamster home, so it's not stressful having to wait in a box or anything until you set it up. Okay, thank you for watching.